Hello dear students, welcome to Department of Chemistry, KTHM College, Nasik. So student, in our previous lecture, we have started our discussion about the water pollution. More especially, we are discussing about the various water pollutants. In our previous task, we studied the organic pollutants, inorganic pollutants, then we studied the pesticides, detergents, and in sequence of this study, now today we are going to discuss about one more important water pollution, which is caused by oils. We call it as oil pollution. So our today's task of discussion is oil pollution. Oil is nothing but the complex mixture of hydrocarbons. It contains paraffins, aromatic paraffins, aromatic hydrocarbons, heterocyclic, polycyclic aromatic compounds, etc. In addition to that, they also contains a oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, means the heteroatom, in the form of complex heterocyclic compounds. Not only the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, but they also contains a certain metals. For example, vanadium, iron, copper, calcium, sodium, etc. So basically, if we think about the composition of the oil, it contains, what is the oil? Oil is nothing but the complex mixture of hydrocarbons is known as oil. They contains, first thing, paraffins, aromatic paraffins, polycyclic hydrocarbons. Secondly, they also contains oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur in the form of complex heterocyclic compounds, and in addition to that, they also contains vanadium, iron, calcium, magnesium, copper, etc. So it was just the general composition of the oils. In fact, oil spill is one of the important cause of the oil pollution, and the oil spill is an accidental case. The oil spilling is accidental deposition of oil into the water body. Particularly, it takes place in ocean and seas. If we think about the causes of oil spill, two important causes are there. The first one is the exploitation of offshore field. Exploitation of offshore field. And second is transportation of the petroleums by sea. Transportation of petroleums by sea. These are the two important causes. Now we will talk about the fates of oil pollution. What happened after oil pollution? What will be the end product of oil pollution? That is, we call it as a fates. Fates of oil pollution. Now when oil deposit on the water body, due to the low density, oil floats over the water surface, and therefore the water surface becomes a black, and hence oil deposition is also known as black tides. It is also known as black tide. Known as black tide. Mind well, it is an important one. Due to oil spilling, the water becomes a black, so we call it as a black tide. This black tide will spread from the source of origin with 4 kilometer speed. It means the 4 kilometer per hour speed. The black tide spread with 4 kilometer per hour speed from the source of origin. It means that it takes a time for their treatment, and during this duration the transformation in the oil takes place. During this duration, transformation in oil takes place by any one of way. It's a very simple one, as it took a very large time to spread from origin to the different region of the water body. During this entire large time, oil will never remain as it is. The certain changes, certain transformations may take place into that. So what transformation will take place in the oil? So there are different ways to transfer the oil into the other component. The first one is the dispersion into the water body. Means it may dispersed into the water column. It may dissolve in water. And once it disperses into the water or dissolved into the water, the huge marine life will be affected, because when the oil is present on the surface only the biotic community present on the surface will be affected. But when the oil gets dispersed and dissolved into the water, the entire aquatic community will be affected by their contamination. The second way of a transformation is the oxidation of oils. The complete oxidation of oil gives carbon dioxide and water. The complete oxidation of oil gives CO2 and H2O, and thereby reduces the impact of oil pollution. Thereby reduces impact, or you can say the effect of oil pollution. But this complete oxidation of oil to carbon dioxide and H2O takes a very long time, and therefore sometime incomplete oxidation also takes place. The incomplete oxidation of oil gives peroxide and phenols. Peroxide and phenols, which are more toxic than hydrocarbon. Means what? Due to incomplete oxidation, the oils are converted into the more toxic phenol and peroxide. This incomplete oxidation obviously will take place by the ultraviolet rays coming from the sunlight. The third way of a transformation is the oil, when dispersed into the water, goes at the bottom of the water body and gets merged into the sediment. So oil may merge into the sediments, where they get absorbed on the clay particle. Where they adsorb on clay particles. The most important thing is that when this oil gets adsorbed on the clay particle, it will take a very long time for their degradation. Some days, some years, or some decades may take place. It takes large time for degradation. That is some days or decades, etc. So these are the three different ways by which the oil gets transformed into the another one during their spread from the source of origin to the various part of the water body. So the important thing is that the composition of oil, it is the complex mixture of hydrocarbon. They contains a paraffins, which are the volatile one, aromatic paraffins, polycyclic hydrocarbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur in the form of complex compound, and in addition to that, some metals, calcium, magnesium, copper, vanadium, etc. Oil spill is caused by two ways. One is exploitation and second is due to the transportation. When the oil spread on the water bodies, the water becomes a blacks, and hence we call it as a black tide. The black tide gets spread from origin to various part with the speed of 4 km per hour, means it took a large time, and during this duration, transformation takes place, and the transformation takes place by three different ways. The first one is just dispersion into the water column. Second is incomplete oxidation into the corresponding peroxide and phenol, which is caused by the ultraviolet rays. And third is they may get merged into the sediments where they deposit on the clay particle, and it will take a more time for their degradation. Okay, so student, you just note all these data by screenshot, so that we will talk about the consequences of oil pollution or oil spill. Now the consequences of oil spill. The first consequence is the reduced photosynthesis. First one, reduced photosynthesis. Very simple thing. Oil is nothing but the hydrocarbon. For their degradation, it consumes the dissolved oxygen from the water, and obviously the oxygen level in water is reduced, and once the oxygen level, means the dissolved oxygen level, is decreased, the rate of photosynthesis of aquatic plant decreases. So the oxygen level decreases, hence photosynthesis of aquatic plant also decreases. Second is effect on seabirds. The marine and coastal birds are affected by oil pollution. Marine and coastal birds are affected. The oil spill causes a severe diseases in seabirds. Causes severe diseases in the bird. Third consequence is on the fishes. Because the fishes are in a direct contact with the oils, which is deposited during the oil spill, and therefore they are affected more. The larval level of a fish is a very sensitive one, and therefore the interruption of oils during this phase of development will causes a physiological impact on the fish. The larval level of a fish eggs is very sensitive. The oil spill causes physiological effect on the fishes. For example, migratory behavior. Then fourth one is a marine vegetation. Particularly seagrass and meadow trees. Seagrass meadows kills due to oil pollution, and second is mangrove trees. Also kills. Now we will talk about the reduction of oil pollution. Reduction of oil pollution. The harmful effect of the oil pollution means the harmful consequences of a spilling of oil can be reduced by improving a natural phenomenon of biodegradation. The harmful consequences of oil spill can be reduced by enhancing the natural phenomenon of biodegradation. Biodegradation means degradation of oil by microorganisms. This is a natural phenomenon. This natural phenomenon can be enhanced, it can be increased. So how we will do it? The harmful consequences can be reduced by enhancing the natural phenomenon of biodegradation. This is done by addition of microorganisms at the site of contamination. Addition of microorganism at the site of contamination. So what happened? As the number of microorganisms increases, the biodegradation will increases. Obviously, we can control the harmful consequences of oil spill. And this process of addition of a microorganism at the site of contamination is known as bioremediation. Known as bioremediation. So mind well about it. Bioremediation is nothing but the addition of a microorganism at the site of pollution, or you can say the contamination, is known as bioremediation. In addition to the microorganism, sometimes some nutrients are also added. So sometimes nutrients, phosphates, then nitrogen containing fertilizers, are also added For what purpose? Because the nutrients, phosphates, nitrogen containing fertilizer acts as a nutrient for the growth of microorganism, which acts as nutrients for microorganism. So student, it was an account about the consequences of oil spill. They affect on the photosynthesis by decreasing the oxygen level. The seabirds, particularly marine and coastal birds, are affected. Fishes are affected at their larval level and causes many more changes in their habitat. The marine vegetation, seagrass meadows and mangroves killed, and the reduction caused by the one most important phenomenon, bioremediation, where the microorganisms are added, and in addition to that some nutrients are also added which acts as the nutrient for the microorganism. So student, you just take a screenshot so that you will have a record of all these data, and then we will move to the next part. Now the pathway of oil spill in a marine environment and their effect on the environment. Pathway of oil spills in a marine environment and their effect on environment. First of all, we will talk about the pathway, means how and by which process they interact with various segments of the environment. So basically, in a marine environment, oils are carried away, means spread by many means in marine environment. Oil is carried away by wind. Secondly, waves, water current, waves, water current, and tides. It exposed to the various natural processes such as evaporation, oxidation. These are the various processes in which oil is involved, means they are exposed in various natural processes: evaporation, oxidation, reduction, emulsification. Uptake by a marine organism, etc. Obviously, the low boiling, paraffins, gets evaporated. Aromatic paraffins are degraded by microorganism. Some hydrocarbons gets dissolved into the water. And high molecular mass hydrocarbons, just like a tar, they remain suspended into the water body. The high molecular mass hydrocarbons, we will call it as a tar material, remain suspended. And they cannot be degraded or deposited. Degraded or deposited. If we think about the general effect of oil pollution, the most important highlighted effect is that the general effect of oil pollution on a marine organism is the first one, direct fetal toxicity. Direct fetal toxicity. Second one is disorder in physiological activities. Disorder in physiological activities. Third one, effect on biological habitat. Effect on biological habitat. Actually, the contamination of a hydrocarbon in ppm level also affect the aquatic life. Important thing. The hydrocarbons in ppm level also affect the life of aquatic organism. So important things are that in marine environment they are carried away by wind, waves, water current and tides. They exposed to the various natural phenomena, natural processes such as evaporation, oxidation, reduction, emulsification and take up by marine organisms. And if we think about the general effect of oil pollution, the first one is a direct fetal toxicity. Second one is a disorder in physiological activities. And third one is effect on biological habitat. So student, you just record the data by screenshot. Okay, so friends, I think you enjoyed the session. बने रहिए अपने लाइव वीडियो सेशन पे and enjoy the every session. In this lecture, we will stop here and we'll meet in a next lecture very soon. Thank you.